Hey YouTube, West Texas Prepper. Wanted to bring you probably my final video on my fuel storage. One of the things that happened this weekend, I was able to go into Costco. I was in there picking up something else, and they had these cans on. These are the, let's see here, the Scepter jerry cans, 5.3 gallons, 20 liters. They had these there at Costco. They were $13.99 a piece. I know some of these cans, when I was buying them, trying to get my fuel storage up, they were running close to $20, and those are Spectre 2 at Walmart. And so I was really pleased to go in and find these. So I picked up 6 of them. And what this will do is it'll give me 100 gallons of gas in storage. And then one of the things I'm going to do is get better, now that I have everything here at my location, get better about going through and rotating my gas, and probably going in and doing 10 gallons a month. Once I get everything done, I should have all these filled up by the end of August. And then what I will do in September, I will start using 10 gallons at a time and rotating them out. That way they will stay fresh. I think I told you in another video, and I will link that down below in the comment section, that I had some gas in here that was over or around 2 years old. I'll have to go back and yes, here I was just looking at a tag here. You can see on one of my tags it was June of 15 that I had that, so it was 2 years old. So I had some that was 2 years, year and a half old. Went through and used it all, didn't have any problems in my vehicle, and it did great. So I'm confident that the fuel will store, but I want to be better about rotating it out. But having 100 gallons, this will be good for both vehicles that we have, plus some generators, one generator that I have and one that I'm going to get, and do that. So what I'm getting ready to do now is I'm going to start with my jerry can size. I have 2 actual metal jerry cans, and then I have 8 of the Scepter 5.3 liter jerry, 5.2 gallon jerry cans, and I'm going to start filling them up today. I think I'm going to take 6 in. I'm going to do some yard work today. My yard gas is empty, so I've got to go get gas, and since all of these are empty, I'm going to go ahead and fill up 6 of them today and get started on that. I'm going to have to rearrange my storage back here because I can't get all these on this shelf. I have some extra shelving, so I think I might put one in and have 2 tiers of fuel. We're going to look at it and see, and do that. But what I'll do is anything that's full, I'll go ahead and get up on the shelf, and then empties I'll put down on the floor, because that won't be a big problem. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. One of the things that I do before I go in and fill up is I go ahead and add my sta-bil to the cans before I ever head to the gas station to fill up. My thought is as you're filling them up, it mixes that up a lot better with the gas, instead of filling up and then adding that later and doing that. It probably all gets mixed up the same once you drive home and get everything stirred up. One of the other things that I went in and did, I really hate these caps that are on here. I didn't buy any extra of the spouts for these new cans that I got, and I wasn't going to buy any new spouts for these cans either, because I have plenty with some spares. But one of the things I did, I went to Easy Pour, and I'll put a link down below. Went to Easy Pour online and just ordered new caps for everything, and I think I bought 6, because I didn't have these at the time. I bought some and then bought some extra. Then I was going through my storage and I found 4, so I've got plenty of caps for everything, and I'm just going to pull these off and cut this safety part off and then just cap them. And I'm not even going to worry about putting the vents in them, because what I'll do on these type of cans is I will use one of these super siphons if I do ever have to fill up, and it goes a lot quicker. That way you're not having to hold on to 5 gallons of gas. Well, let me get things set up for the sta-bil, and I'll bring you right back. Hey YouTube, we're back. I take that back. I actually had some gas that was close to 2.5 years old. As I was looking at my tags on here, this one's 11/25 of 14. These were actually the last 2 that I used. So I did. I had gas. It was stored 2.5 years old, and my tank was basically empty when I filled these. Put those in the tank, had it out on the highway and in town, and did wonderful. These are the first 2 cans I'm going to fill up. One of the things I did on my jerry cans, and I'll link the video down below, is they have these adapters you can put on here. I had the metal on there, but I lost my metal spout that screwed onto these, and so Easy Pour makes adapters for the jerry can, and so you screw this in, and then I just use a cap on it, and plus their fill valves will work on that as well and do that. But I'll link that video down below so you can see more information on that. Alright, I just used regular sta-bil fuel stabilizer, and as you can see here, this is effective in all ethanol blended fuels. I know they have a different package now. I've had this a while. Let's look on the back here. So it's been good because I haven't had this more than 2 years. It says used for up to 2 years after the bottle's been open. So 1 ounce for 2.5 gallons. So I'm putting in 5 gallons, so I need 2 ounces. So we'll just go in here and fill that up. There's 1 ounce. And we'll just pour that in the can. A little bit over, but that's all right. Yeah, and like I said, I put sta-bil in all my cans before I actually go up to the gas station and do that. So I'm going to go in, do the rest of these real quick, and we'll get back to you. All right, like I said, one of the things I'm going to do on these gas cans is go in and replace these safety valves. One, it's just, it gets messy when you're trying to fill up. You've got gas all over this, and these are just a pain. I've never even tried to use them. I've seen some people try to use them online, and I think you need 6 hands to try to pour gas out of one of these gas cans. So I'm getting rid of all these. Unless somebody can come up with a comment, I'll hang on to them for a few days. Unless somebody can come up with a comment on what I can use them for. The bad thing, this ring doesn't pop off, so I've got to go in here with some nippers and see if I can do this left-handed. Yep, and that just pops right off. With the Easy Pour kits, one of the things that comes in the kits, just where I keep a lot of my spare parts, they actually come with 2 different caps. They come with, this is I believe this is the fine thread cap. I'll link the videos down below on other stuff. And then it also comes with a yellow cap, which is more of a coarse thread. And that way you can find out in the Easy Pour kits that come with all this stuff, they give you 2 different lids for your spout. That way you have something that'll fit your can. And so once I figured out which lids fit my can, then I just went in and ordered extra caps for everything, and then that way I've got stuff. And I hang on to my, my jerry can stuff. You never know if that comes in. They also give you vent valves in case you ever want to put those in. But this is my storage, just where I keep a lot of my other stuff. All right, let me get back to cutting these off, and we'll get going. Alright, we've got all those cut off. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take 2 of these. Here, those are stuck on there. And I'm going to take them over here, and we're going to file those. And then what I'll do is I will hang on to 2 of them just in case. If there's some weird law out there, if I'm traveling and I've got to have a safety pour or something like that, I'll hang on to a couple of them and do that for the time being. Alright, well, we've got them tied down, secure. They're not going to blow out while they're empty. And let's go fill them up. Alright, now that I've got everything filled up, we're going to get them up on the shelves. But one of the things I do, I attach a tag to my cans. These are tag I use for my pool company to tag pool customers' covers. That way I don't get mixed up, because a lot of them are the same color. And so I just put a tag on them, and I have quite a few of these. So I just put a tag on here. What I'll do is I'll go in and write the date on here, and then I'll put that I put sta-bil in it, and we'll be good to go, and we'll get them up in the shelf. Alright, well, I've got them all labeled. Went in and put the date on it. Month and year is good enough, and that they have sta-bil. And then we'll go ahead and get them up here on the shelf. One of the things I do is I store with the spouts to the back. That way I know that they're full. This thing I like about these cans is they do stack a lot better storage wise. So 30 gallons ready to go. In case something does happen, we've got fuel on hand, and I will work on getting the rest of these excuse me, filled up in the next month and a half. Like I said, I plan to have all these done by the end of September, and then starting in October, what I'll do is I'll start going through and just using down the line, and we'll get that done. I might have one more video once I reconfigure my storage back here and get that going. But appreciate you watching YouTube. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe as always. And remember, do what you can with what you have, where you're at.